Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 29, Brady. That's complete to John Ross. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now it's Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cooper will come in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Here's a second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Five yards remain on second down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is Smith with a grab. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. straight ahead, ETN. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Tannehill. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. On the move past the 40, down the right sideline. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A run with a second-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Tannehill intercepted again. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw is Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Etienne. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Tannehill. Open man is Noah Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Gardner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On play action, it's Brady. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Now Tannehill. Forced out to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Down right around the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Here's Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Again, Stevenson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Ramondre Stevenson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. The point after is good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Here's Brady to throw. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Handoff running left is Etienne. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Touchdown, Broncos. Jonnu Smith, 35 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Brady. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Caught by Dulcich. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
In motion.